We are continuing our series on sexuality, and parents of young children, this one's for you. We all want to protect our children from the dangers around them, and one of the dangers that affects our kids is sexual abuse. Statistics predict that 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men have been or will be sexually assaulted in their lifetime. So how do we teach our young kids to protect themselves while simultaneously protecting their innocence? That's what we're going to tackle today in this week's Fridays Are for Families.
Welcome to another episode of Fridays Are for Families, where we seek to empower and equip you to grow as a disciple and disciple maker of Jesus Christ.
Genesis 1:31 tells us God saw everything he had made, and it was very good. Psalm 139:14 says, I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. God's design for our bodies is miraculous. In Genesis, we see 2 people made in God's image who unashamedly display God's glory and creativity. However, we know that with the fall came shame and sin. Sexuality, which was designed as a beautiful gift from God, has now become an area in which there is so much sin. We want to give our kids a healthy view of their bodies, yet we also know that there are important boundaries that they need in order to protect themselves. I have found the children's book, God Made All of Me, by Justin and Lindsay Holcomb, to be incredibly helpful in striking the balance of helping my kids see the awe in how God created them, while also giving them the language to protect themselves. Our children need to know that God made all of them and that every part of their body is good because God called it good. They also need to know that some parts of our body people see every day and other parts are private, but God made every part and called them all good. We need to give our children the language to say no and to feel confident that it is okay to get help when they feel uncomfortable. It is important that our kids have trusted adults they can go to who help them feel safe. Here are some quotes from God Made All of Me that I have found helpful for my own kids. You are in charge of your body. You can say stop, all done, or no more if you don't want to be touched. A lot of the time you like to be hugged, snuggled, tickled, and kissed, but sometimes you don't, and that's okay. Or what about this one? It is very important to keep asking for help until someone listens. You are very special and deserve to be safe. Let's think of people who can help you if you need it. We can let our children know that God loves them and cares about their safety, and so do we. This is another area of sexuality where we need to equip and train our children, and this book has wonderful tips and advice, like getting rid of the word secret and clarifying the rules of playing doctor. I highly recommend picking up a copy and reading it with your kids today. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Fridays Are for Families. The topic of sexual assault is a difficult one. If you have any comments or additional questions, we would love to talk to you more about that. You can contact us at family@life@pathway or give the front office at Pathway Church a call. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.